What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Fisher Family Adventures. Thought I'd do a little bit of a different video. I'm listing my boat for sale, the Sailfish 290cc. I was the original owner. I bought it new a couple years ago in 2022, and this boat is fully loaded with a ton of different options. So I thought I'd do a little walkthrough for you and then take it for a spin and see the different economies and speed that you get out of the engines. So let's start at the back here. We've got a twin Yamaha 300s, and there's 270 hours on these engines. Got your swim ladder back here. Got your fresh water. I added extra rod holders, so we've got 4 rod holders, 2 rear facing and 2 side facing for fishing. So 4 on each side, so 8 there. Then you've got 5 back here, as well as a place for put your utensils like your knives. Then we've got a rear live well here. I mainly use this live well, but it does come with 2. You've got 1 live well here, and then a second live well here as well. So dual live wells on this boat. We got cup holders back here. Got a sink at this tackle station, and then 2 drawers as well right there. So that's where I keep mainly most of my tackle. Then you've got under the gunnel, you've got room for 6 more rod holders or gaffs or whatever, 3 on either side. Got this mesh netting, store anything in there. I usually put a first aid kit or whatever. You've got your bilge access here. I like it. It's easy to access back here. I've had boats where it's in the floor and I was not a fan, so I like the position of it here. Then you've got your dual fish boxes, and these things hold ice really well. I've never had to use more than these 2 fish boxes, and if you've seen my videos, you know I do a ton of offshore fishing. Fit any grouper, snapper, or anything else in those 2 fish boxes. Also, we got more storage down here, but I put the onboard recharger that they sell for the trolling motor. So what that means is the engines and the house battery will charge the trolling motor battery. So I literally only charge this boat and the trolling motor batteries once every couple months, and it's never had a problem with it offshore with the Rodan. Then coming up to the helm, we've got our 2 captain's chairs here, and these things are really comfortable. You've got your footrests here as well, as you can sit and put your feet down there as well. So it's a really comfortable boat to ride offshore. Actually, it's got a ton of space and seating in it. Then you've got some dry storage here. I usually keep my trolling motor remote for the Rodan there. And then we've got all of our instrument panels here, as well as our trim tabs. We've got our light bar switch here, got the windlass down there, and we've got our autopilot here as well. So this boat does have the Yamaha autopilot on it. We've got your Yamaha CL7 gauge here, and we've got twin Simrad chart plotters here, both 12-inch screens. You've got your Sirius XM, your Fusion stereo radio. Got compass up here, and also more storage up here as well. It's all dry storage. None of that should get wet. As far as the chart plotters, I'll give you guys the strike lines and the Seymour chip that I have access to on this boat, as well as all my routes and tracks and all my different spots that I've fished. So I won't delete them off the boat. You guys can have the hundreds of spots that I've fished and caught all these fish with if you end up buying this boat. I've got a ton of marks all over the Gulf of Mexico, from Fort Myers all the way down to the Keys, and deep dropping spots out of Pulley Ridge. So we just took this boat out to Pulley Ridge, and we did about, if you can see, this is the most recent trip. We used 200 gallons of fuel, and we went 303 miles, and we still have about 30 gallons left in the tank. So this boat has 225 gallons of fuel in it, and it's pretty fuel efficient if you run it the right way. And we'll run it in a minute and show you different speeds and economy you get out of it. But let's go up front first. So you've got a cooler, which also doubles as a seat. We've got some water in there now, but it's a pretty comfortable seat up here. I like sitting here as well as with the backrest up here. So the boat does have forward seating on it. Then we've got 2 more cup holders here, another cup holder back there, cup holder, and some more storage on this side. Then we've got access to our batteries. So in here, I keep the batteries for my trolling motor. And we've got the 96-inch Rodan here. Nice little mount, so it shouldn't move when you're running offshore with it. And this thing holds in some pretty rough seas with this boat. I've had it in 5-foot seas, and the Rodan had no problem holding in, so it does really, really well. Coming up forward, we got more cleats, and we've got our anchor locker storage to our windlass right here. I've never really had to anchor just because I have the trolling motor, but it's got one if you need it with 200 feet of rope on it. Got more storage up here in these compartments. Empty now. It's the same one on the other side. Yeah, this is the boat here. As you can see, we've got up top, we've got our 30-inch black oak light bar, which will light up a channel marker from a couple miles away when you're running out. It's really, really nice. Then you can see up there, we've also got our Simrad Halo dome radar up there. It's got radar on it. Got our 3-piece glass enclosure here, keep you dry. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the boat. Now we're gonna run it a little bit and see what kind of economy we get out of it. Not sure if the audio is going to come through, but we're at 3,500 RPMs right now, going 31, 32 miles an hour. We're getting 1.88 to 1.9. That's pretty good for that RPMs. We're going to bump her up in speed a little bit. My best cruise is right around 38, 3,900 RPMs. We're getting about 1.8. Hold on, back at 3,800 RPMs. At the sweet spot where I run her at. Get about 1.8, 1.7, 1.8 at 37, 3,800 RPMs at 35 miles an hour. Then this boat runs to run faster, so at 4,000 RPMs we are at 1.4, 1.5, making about 38 miles an hour. Bump her up a little more, 4,500 RPMs. We're getting 1.3 at 41, 40 miles an hour. Yeah, right there, 4,500 RPMs, about 1.4 at 40 miles an hour. And then if you trim it even more, you can obviously get better economy, right? So, trim the engines now. Now we're getting a little faster, riding on top of the waves. But really, the best cruise I find is right at 3,800, 3,900 RPM. You see we're getting 1.9 right now at 34, 35 miles an hour. Let's try and top her out now with the engines trimmed. Miles an hour at 1 miles per gallon. That's kind of right where we top out. I've got her around 56, 57 with a polling sea in good conditions, but it's right around where I top out with these engines on this boat. As far as marking fish and fishing on it, it's pretty easy to fish up to 6 people on it, 3 on either side. We've got the B175M transducer on it, and I've had no problem marking fish in 300-400 feet of water with it, so it'll do fine in that regard. So yeah, if you guys are interested, click the link below. Market Yacht Sales is selling it. It's for $187,500 right now. It's the best priced Sailfish 290 in Florida, and I expect it to sell pretty soon. So if you're interested, give Fritz a call at Market Yacht Sales, and yeah, if you're interested. check it out. It's been at the marina in Goodland, so it's there if you want to go check it out.